What is going on, guys? 2.0 here. In today's video I'm bringing you my Iron Banner loot results for this Iron Banner event over on my Hunter. So in this video we will take a quick look at the gear and loadout that I've been using over on the Hunter for this Iron Banner. We'll also take a look at the loot that I've acquired after each match. We'll take a look at what Lord Saladin is selling and see if I want to buy any of the items over on my Hunter. And then lastly we will be opening our rank 3 as well as our rank 5 package from Lord Saladin. So let's take a quick look at the gear and loadout that I've been using this time around in the Iron Banner. So I'm on my Hunter using Gunslinger. Now I do usually use Night Stalker whenever I run Crucible on my Hunter, but it is Clash. I thought I'd mix things up and go for as many kills as I possibly can. So I went with Gunslinger, and that is also why I am using the Acleophage Symbiote helmet now. This helmet gives you an additional shot on your golden gun, but it has had a pretty rough nerf where you do pretty much need to fire all 4 shots straight away, as the time will run out on your super. So you need to have like 4 people in front of you to get all 4 shots off pretty much. I did manage to get the quad kill with all 4 shots a couple of times this time in the Iron Banner, but it isn't really worth it in my opinion. I just used it for a bit of fun. I loved using this helmet in year 1 of Destiny, and I thought I'd try it out again in year 2 just to see what it was like. It was pretty fun using 4 golden gun shots, but is it worth it? Not really in my opinion. The rest of the armor that I've got on is basically just my high level gear, as light levels are obviously enabled in the Iron Banner. We then have the weapons, which is the Hacken's Hatchet for my auto rifle in the primary. Kills with the weapon grant bonus damage for a short amount of time, and the weapon has increased stability. This is the exact same one that Lord Saladin is selling right now. I did actually buy this one from him a couple of months back when he brought it for the very first time. We then have the 1000 yard stare sniper rifle in my special slot. Haven't been lucky enough to get the Hair Fury or the longbow synthesis back, so I am still using the 1000 yard stare. Hopefully we can get the synthesis back at some point soon. And then my heavy weapon is the Baron's Ambition. Again, another thing that I like to use had a nerf. It was the Quillem's Thermos. It got a lot of its ammo taken away, and so that is why I do now like to use the Baron's Ambition in my heavy slot whenever I play Crucible. I got really nice upgrades on this. The weapon has increased stability, and aiming the weapon increases its effective range, and it does come with a lot more ammo than the Quillem's Thermos does now after it's had its nerf. So I do like to use the Baron's Ambition now in Crucible, but that's pretty much the gear I've been using. I'm on my Hunter, Gunslinger. Those are my favourite weapons to use in Crucible, and then my armour is all just stuff that is high level gear, and then the Symbiote just to play around with and have a bit of fun. But let's take a quick look at what I've earned from the end of match reward screen. So we have the leg armors. I did already have this set here, but I got 2 of these to drop. Both are at 335. Drop rates on this Iron Banner are awesome. They all drop really close to your light level. So because I'm 334 right now, I am getting 335 drops. Absolutely love that. But this one dropped with 78 intellect and 70 strength, and it increased the amount of shotgun ammo I can carry, and increases agility for 5 seconds after solar double kills. That could be really nice to use in Crucible if I'm on a Gunslinger, and then obviously using my shotguns. The other ones dropped at 74 intellect and then 76 discipline, and they increased the amount of sidearm and then increased agility for 5 seconds after art double kills. Those aren't really too useful, but the fact that they dropped at 335 means that they will be brilliant for infusion anyway, so not to worry about that. We then have the class items. I got so many of these to drop, so we'll start with this one, the Wolfswood Cloak. This dropped at 334, 34 intellect and 34 discipline. Lots of 34s there. And then increase event standing in the Iron Banner, obviously increase the upgrade rate for auto rifles, and then increase your Crucible rep gains. We then have the PlayStation exclusive one. It drops at 334 again. The intellect on this one at 32 and the discipline at 34, and then obviously again increasing event standing in the Iron Banner, increased upgrade rate for scout rifles, and more Crucible reputation. Another 334 PlayStation exclusive with upgrade rate for auto rifles and then Crucible rep. And then lastly, a 335 Wolfswood Cloak, 35 intellect and 35 discipline, and then it increases the upgrade for auto rifles and Crucible reputation gains again. So that's all the armor. I didn't have any rocket launchers to drop, unfortunately, but we did have quite a few auto rifles. So we'll start with this one. 335 again. This is awesome. And the upgrades on this: aiming the weapon increases its effective range, and the weapon gains increased reload speed and handling when 2 or more enemies are in close proximity. Not brilliant upgrade on that second one, but obviously rangefinder is very nice to get, and the fact that it is at 335 is very, very good. We then had this one here at 335, and the upgrades on this one were insane. This is probably going to be my new favorite one. When zoomed, the weapon fires slower but causes additional damage, and then the bottom half of each magazine causes additional damage. This one's going to be really, really good to use. Cannot wait to level this one up, get the upgrades on that, and see what it performs like, and see if I prefer it to my current one that I have equipped that Lord Saladin's selling. And then lastly, we got this one here, again at 335. The upgrades: when zoomed, the weapon fires slower but causes additional damage again, and then the weapon has increased stability. So we actually got some really nice ones here. All of them were at 335, and pretty much all of them had really nice upgrades. This one, the second upgrade, wasn't really too brilliant, but all of them did have very nice upgrades anyway. So that's everything we got. I'm loving the drop rate on this Iron Banner. Very, very happy with it. The fact that we get high level drops is awesome, and we do seem to be getting a lot more of drops in general anyway. So then we'll take a look at what Lord Saladin is selling. So obviously he has the class items and the boots. I have all of these, so I don't really need these. The rocket launcher he's selling comes with rockets from the weapon, will detonate early based on proximity to targets, and the launcher's tube can hold 3 shells. These are actually really nice upgrades, but I am at 90 legendary marks, and that's exactly what it costs, so I'm not going to buy that yet. I'll probably end up buying that when I'm over on my Titan, which is the one that I'm going to level up last, because I'll have a lot more legendary marks in general anyway. So I'm going to save those just in case I need to do some infusion, but I probably will be picking that rocket launcher up, as the upgrades that it has come with are very nice. And then obviously we have the auto rifle, which I have already got a couple of months back, and we had some very nice ones of those drop. I'll go ahead and pick the daily bounties up because I have not done those yet, and I'll just save them in my inventory for the next time the Iron Banner rolls around, so that I've got loads of bounties to do. But lastly, we will open our rank 3 as well as our rank 5 packages. So this one here looks like it is our rank 5, and then this one is going to be our rank 3. So our rank 3 package looks like all we get is a blue artifact still, but this time it is at 320. So those of you looking to get your artifacts up, increase the light on those, you can go ahead and get rank 3 on the Iron Banner. It's not too difficult whatsoever, and you will get a 320 artifact that you can go ahead and infuse into a legendary with that 1-to-1 infusion fuel. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle that. The upgrades on that aren't really too special, and the fact that it is a blue and 320 isn't really too useful for me. Oh, I actually forgot we had 2 ghost shells drop whilst playing in the Iron Banner as well. Both dropped at 334, so that's pretty good, but the one that we just got is at 320 from our package. So I'll go ahead and dismantle that. That is not necessary for me to keep whatsoever. And then we also got the fusion rifle, again at 334, and the upgrades: improved accuracy whilst airborne, and the weapon gains increased reload speed and handling when 2 or more enemies are in close proximity. Those upgrades are pretty terrible. Fusion rifles are actually quite fun to use now. If you haven't used them in a while, go ahead and use them. They are actually really fun to use. I will test that out and see what it's like. I've had one of these before, but it didn't have very good upgrades either. This one, upgrades aren't great, but I will be testing it out just for a bit of fun, mix things up a bit, a different playstyle. So that is not too bad at all. Would have been nice to get a chest piece because I do need some 335 chest pieces, but not to worry. Hopefully we will end up getting them over on our Warlock and our Titan. But that's going to bring us to the end of the video, guys. We've taken a look at everything that I earned in the Iron Banner, the gear that I used in it, and then also the rank 3 and rank 5 packages that we have acquired. So let me know down below in the comments what you got from rank 5 this Iron Banner event. But that's going to bring us to the end of the video, guys. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, because it really does help me out. Subscribe if you're new around here, as I upload daily Destiny videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.